In Canada, in the mid-1800s, increasing populations caused a shortage of game animals near the Red River settlement in Manitoba. Trapper Kississaway Tanner and about 30 followers journeyed to southern Saskatchewan to an area known today as the Dirt Hills, an oasis on the Canadian plains. People have lived here for several millennia. Natural springs provided sustenance for all plants and animals on the parched prairie. Tanner's group wintered on the east side of the hills, near one such spring, and were protected from the frigid west winds. Maple, aspen, and ash trees provided fuel for heating and cooking. A multitude of animals are attracted to these wooded areas, giving Tanner's people easy access. With local materials, they built log houses and long sheds to store their furs in. At a time when buffalo robes were highly prized, these people used the quick rise in elevation to their advantage. Pinpointing game and studying their movements was not difficult from this high point on the prairie. Everyone contributed: men, women, children. Daily life for the entire community was a mixture of European lifestyles combined with Aboriginal knowledge of hunting, trapping, and living on the prairie.
And from there, the next day, we moved on to our cabin, and then we stayed there all fall. Usually me and Alice, and Les, the youngest boy of mine, we stayed around the camp there. We didn't stay in the camp all the time because we had traps set. And then in the evening when they came back, they brought whatever they got in their trap. And then we start skinning. Those other two boys, they're the oldest boys. It used to take us sometimes to midnight to skin all what they got. But we don't want to leave it overnight. We'll work on it on the same night as they brought it. We got 2 teams to come back with all our stuff. Of course, nobody needs a ride in the fall like that. Everybody can walk. It's nice going. And that's the time they used to leave us alone here, Alice and me. And they went out. They usually stayed out sometimes 4 nights or 5 nights out there in that camp. And we were the only ones that were here. So we didn't stay in the house. We go all around here to set traps ourselves. And we've done this for years and years while these kids were growing up.
Annually, they hauled their furs about 150 kilometers to trade at the Hudson Bay trading post at Fort Qu'Appelle. The best quality furs are found in harsh climates, and in the 1800s, large sums of money were paid. Tanner and his people used the money to purchase hunting and trapping supplies for the upcoming year. They then returned to their oasis in the Dirt Hills. At the trading post, the furs were processed, packed into bales, and loaded into boats for the voyage north. This trip required pemmican to feed the men who rowed the fur-laden York boats 1,500 kilometers north to York Factory on Hudson Bay. In March of 1871, after a particularly hard winter, Archibald MacDonald, postmaster at Fort Qu'Appelle, desperately instructed Isaac Cowie, his trader, to secure pemmican at any price to provision the boats for their long voyage north. Not an easy task when the numbers of plains bison are dwindling rapidly. At Moose Jaw, Cowie is told that Kississaway Tanner's people in the Dirt Hills might have pemmican. Kississaway Tanner sells Cowie 6 100-pound bags of life-saving pemmican. Cowie's shortcut return through lowlands to Fort Qu'Appelle is delayed by spring flooding. His return to the fort is a welcome sight to the hungry men, and Kississaway Tanner is a hero. 3 years later, Kississaway Tanner and his group had vanished. When the Northwest Mounted Police trekked along the dirt hills in 1874, Turner wrote,
"Unusually high hills loomed, towards which the plain ascended at a steep angle, making difficult going for the horses and oxen. Rested for several hours beside a little stream, where several abandoned log cabins were found, a former winter camp of Metis buffalo hunters from the Qu'Appelle Valley."
Why did they leave? Was it the smallpox epidemic? Had the bison left the area? Was their way of life hindered by European settlement?